In terms of why you would look at studying in New Zealand, all New Zealand universities are ranked in the top 3% in the world. Most international students are eligible for a 3-year post-study work visa. And also the safety in New Zealand is very high. So in terms of the Global Peace Index in 2019, we were ranked the second safest country in the world, and probably the recent pandemic is another way that we've demonstrated that. We also have a very easygoing and relaxed lifestyle. So in terms of the university, our rankings were ranked number 266 in the world, which is an improvement of over 135 places since 2014. Hamilton is the 4th largest city in New Zealand. We have a vibrant student community, and Auckland, which is New Zealand's largest city, is only about 1 hour and 40 minutes away. So study in New Zealand is much less than what you would find in other countries, and living costs in Hamilton are also less than places like Auckland, Sydney and Melbourne. We pride ourselves on making sure our students are employable, so a number of our undergraduate and postgraduate degrees include internships. 85% of Waikato graduates are employed within 12 months of completing their studies, so that's a very high rate. There's a strong New Zealand economy at the moment, and employment is projected to steadily increase. Now, with the current crisis, there has been a bit of a dampener on the employment prospects. However, New Zealand is set to come out of this much better than a lot of other OECD countries. And the government is aiming to keep unemployment at below 10%, which would be quite something in the current environment, but there is a lot of investment into things such as the tourism industry, which is one of our largest industries, agriculture, and all of those industries that have helped New Zealand's economy grow over the last few years. The current government is investing large amounts of money into trying to keep those industries strong, so that they can employ more people, and so our unemployment rate remains at a very low level, which it has traditionally over many years. We have a long-term skill shortages list, and on those lists are things like construction, engineering, health and social sciences, IT and science. And we also have a post-study work visa, which is a 3-year post-study work visa, unless you're doing a graduate diploma, in which case you would be eligible for a 2-year post-study work visa. So I'll just play you this video, which is just of the university campus. Hopefully it works for us.
Anna, can you have it as a full screen?
How do I do that?
On top, you can say full screen view.
Is that worked?
Yes.
So that was just a flyover of our Hamilton campus. Now I'll just talk to you a little bit about our new campus over at Tauranga. So Tauranga is a smaller city just east of Hamilton. It's about an hour's drive, and it's probably most well known in New Zealand as being the city where there is the largest port in New Zealand. So that's where the majority of our imports and exports come in and out of the country, and then they get on the road and go through the rest of the country. So Tauranga is quite a vibrant up and coming city. So in Tauranga we have a new purpose-built campus, and in the city centre, completed in early 2019. Tauranga is a fast-growing city, and it's one of New Zealand's most sought-after locations. There's a lot of beautiful beaches there, a city lifestyle with cafes and restaurants and lots of shopping, and excellent study opportunities at the study campus. If a student is enrolled at a program in Tauranga, then they would be eligible for a $10,000 bursary. There's no application required for the bursary, just as long as the student is able to enrol in a program in Tauranga. We have a few programs available, not a full suite of programs at the moment, but we are adding more programs every semester. So at the moment, there's a few majors in the Bachelor of Arts, a Bachelor of Business, Science, Social Sciences, Social Work. The Bachelor of Teaching can be done over in Tauranga. There's a few graduate certificates and diplomas, and also some Master of Science, Master of Education programs as well. Now, I'll just talk to you a little bit about the scholarships that we have at Waikato. So any international students, if you have an offer for an undergraduate program or a postgraduate program or a coursework master's program, then you would be able to apply for our International Excellence Scholarship. So this is a partial fee waiver where we offer up to 10,000 New Zealand dollars that is credited to your account once you start at the university. So we offer that to students who are high achieving students. So if you have at least a B+ or higher in your previous qualification, then you might be eligible for an International Excellence Scholarship. As I said, we also have a bursary for students studying in the Tauranga campus. We have a bursary for students who achieve, for undergraduate students who achieve a good grade in their first year. They'd be eligible for 5,000 New Zealand dollars in their second year. And we also have a bursary for the Master of Engineering Practice program, which is $10,000. So students going into that program don't need to apply for the bursary. We have on-campus accommodation, we have catered accommodation, and we also have self-catered accommodation, and we also have, so the catered accommodation includes all food. Students get a bedroom where they have a bed and a desk. It's fully furnished, it's cleaned regularly, and it's heated, and students don't need to cook any of their own meals, so you just eat at a buffet style with all the other students. There's also self-catered halls, and this is where students, it's the same deal as the catered, except food is not included in that. So the cost varies depending on which hall you stay in and depending on whether you choose the catered or the self-catered option. So for the catered option, it will be roughly 320 to 365 New Zealand dollars per week. And for the self-catered option, it would be roughly 160 to 215 New Zealand dollars per week. And students can also live off campus. They can live in a homestay facility with a host family in Hamilton. These are usually located within about 30 minutes from the university campus. Students would have access to a private bedroom. They have all of their meals provided in that. Or students who are feeling a bit more independent would be able to go into independent share housing, where there's within a unit or a house in somewhere in Hamilton. These are usually advertised online. There are websites such as TradeMe, realestate.com or .co.nz, where these vacancies are advertised.